go ahead and take a look at Lily's Big Day. Can you open Lily's Big Day up and talk about it?
Lily's Big Day.
Go ahead and talk about this page.
It looks like they're learning at the carpet, and that's the new teacher. And the background's sunny, and it's winter outside in ours.
Okay.
And he has something, and he says, yuck. And she says,
What are you thinking?
I don't know what that word is.
Oh, that's okay. Let's go to the next page and see.
And she looks excited.
She does look excited, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say on these pages?
They're doing all different kinds of what she's doing of her stuff that she's doing. She's dancing, like, and she put rows of her doing the same thing.
Yeah. So she's practicing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else Lily does.
She came home smiling and still dancing. And they're gonna eat. And it's bedtime, and the parents came in the room, and their faces look surprised.
They do, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what happens.
Ah.
What are you noticing?
That they're pointing at the window.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's too bright.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she's picking some grass and gonna throw it over the fence.
It's really...
And she has like a thing on the whiteboard or something.
You noticing that she's writing some things?
Mm-hmm. And she's noticing in her brain, she's just saying stuff in her brain.
She's saying stuff in her brain.
Mm-hmm.
What are you noticing here?
She went over here into this place, and it has cheese.
Mm-hmm.
On my walls.
Say that again. She went over here and what?
And then I think she got in trouble or something.
Okay. Why do you say that? What do you notice?
She's by the flag and on the she's on the desk and all.
Okay.
And then she has a tear on her face because maybe she's crying or sweating.
Say that again.
She might be crying or sweating.
Or sweating. Okay.
And she's like walking away grumpy, stomping her feet.
What are you giggling about?
Okay, so it looks like he's the teacher, and he's learning in the class,
Mm-hmm.
and he's yelling at his brother,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's doing the teacher thing
Yeah.
again.
So you had some really good thinking and really good conversation about this book, didn't you? So I'm wondering if you could think about what you talked about here and use that in your stories. What do you think you might be able to do in your stories that you did while you were talking here? So on this page, what does this page say?
My mom, and then works. I just spelled it wrong.
Yeah, but what were you going to say on that page? My mom what?
My mom works inside. My mom works in the closet. She she gives toys out.
Yeah, so what did you, when you were talking in this book, you were saying some things that were descriptive and you were talking and you were adding things. What could you use from what you shared in this book to this book? What do you think? What might you add?
More detail.
Well, say more about that. What might you,
More detail because I have only this much detail.
what would you say? What would you put down?
To add more detail.
Yeah, what would you do though?
Like add kids in a line gonna get stuff at the closet.
Okay, say more about that.
Cause at Club 252, there's people there, like kids, and they line up to get toys in the closet.
So you would do a little bit more explaining there, kind of like you did when you were talking through the story. Can you find another page where you might do that? Thinking about when you talk through one of this story, you had some really good thoughts. Can you find another page in your story that you might be able to?
Well, this is the closet.
Okay.
This,
What would you do there?
I could do more detail for this picture.
What might you say?
Like me holding it
Okay, and what would you say?
and me talking about it.
What might you say?
So these are my words right now,
Mm-hmm.
but I could add more
What
words.
would you say though if you were to add more?
If you want to be here, you will get points too.
So you would add that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what did you learn from Lily, walking through Lily's big day? When you were walking through here and you were sharing your thinking, what did you learn in here that you might be able to do in your writing when you were talking?
Lots of detail.
Yeah, like what though? What do you mean by that? Like when you were reading this page right here, what did you say in this beginning page that had lots of elaboration and
people are saying yuck and
you were sharing what they were thinking, right? What your
Mhm.
characters were thinking about when you walked through there. And you can do the same thing in your writing, can't you?
I don't know why he's saying
Yeah.
that.
And then when we got to this page, you shared something about, do you remember what you shared on this page?
They were pointing at this, but she wasn't because she was like, I can't do it.
Yeah, so you were sharing another feeling and emotion that the character was feeling, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You also mentioned the setting, didn't you? What did you say about the setting?
That they're pointing maybe because the sun's too bright.
Yeah. So you were sharing something about the outside and the setting in that place. So when you talk through some things, you start to learn about things that you can add to your story, right?
Mm-hmm.